Hey, I want to say shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. Noise in this gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is a quick lesson through the Spirit titled 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. That's the title that Apostle Tahar gave last night, a little bit after midnight. I believe most of the brothers were done with their New Year's Eve destruction shows, which is a tradition we've been doing here at Great Millstone for some time, you know, and it's just through the Spirit we kept the tradition. But anyway, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble coming to pass, because Jacob's trouble is definitely needed when you look at the state and affairs of Jake, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It's definitely needed, man, because last night, you know, all the brothers, we linked up, you know, had a little feast yesterday, you know, chanting down Babylon, did the show, and we're just in the spirit, you know, enjoying one another's company. But the minute 12 o'clock hit, and we put the curses up, and, you know, prior to us putting the curses up, you won't hear nothing but fucking gunshots, man. You know, like shooting in the air. Like, why are you shooting in the air, Jake? You know? And you already know the club was turned up full of niggas last night. People getting shot, people getting put to death over what's supposed to be a so-called celebration or a so-called New Year. But you people bringing in with much violence, much deceit, much hatred, you know, worshiping idols. And then you start your so-called New Year off on a bad foot in any damn way. You know? So yeah, Jacob's trouble is definitely needed, because that's going to be the purging process, or the sword, or the instrument of purging that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to use in order to clear the role of the 2/3, because right now they're in the way. Okay, they're in the way, and we ain't going into the kingdom unless 2/3 are destroyed on this side first, because it's a process, man. That's why it tells you in Zechariah the 13th chapter 8 verse, it says that in the land in that day, it says there should be 2/3 therein that should be cut off in the land and die, but I will bring a third through the fire, and they will call on my name and I will hear them. Roughly paraphrasing the Zechariah 13 and 8. It talks about a 2/3 remnant, a 2/3 and a 1/3 remnant being saved while the 2/3 are being destroyed. You know, because Jake is in a spirit of wickedness, adultery, you know, and with all hell breaking loose with these particular laws and provisions they have set up, which pro means before, and vision means to see. So before vision, so they have already things set up in play just for you Jakes, man, to make your lives a living hell. Because if you're paying attention to it, with all these border and these migrant crossings, a lot of them are going right into Jake neighborhoods, man. You know? Oh, give me a second, brother Salaki. 1 second. Had to adjust my damn mirror. It's a lock it. But yeah, man, all these provisions they already have set up, like these migrants, they're literally camping in your neighborhoods, man. Like, I got an article this week. I think that the city of Chicago, they're gonna use like 90 million of taxpayers' money to house and feed migrants and all these other shits. And guess where they pulling that money from? They're pulling it from you Jake's neighborhoods. This is why you always get the streets paved last. This is why you always get your shit done last, because hey, they taking money from you. Because by you being the brokest people, you pay the most money, you know? But overall, these things are set up against you. Going back into Rex 84, you know what I'm saying? Rex 84 being able to detain people in rural, not rural, but in what do you call it? In inner city communities, man, or government funding. They're able to take over your homes, your housing projects. They're able to take over your vehicles. They're able to have access to your resources. Why you think that was put in there? And why you think every ghetto or every apartment complex to some degree is off a major highway, man? Because the provisions have already been set to eliminate you. So when an hour of martial law come and they come neighborhood to neighborhood with their tanks and their weapons, basically they just gonna go in and grab you Jakes up and put your ass in a FEMA camp, man, and that's it. You know? So hey, we in them times, man. And that movie Leave the World Behind, that depicts that. Another movie by A24 Studios is titled Civil War, which, hey, I might have to go see that shit twice. Like, I'm not even gonna cap, man. That looks pretty good. Because A24, they've been doing some excellent lessons. I mean, they've been doing some excellent movies, man. You know, excellent movies. So that's gonna be a dope one. So make sure you brothers and you few sisters out there mark that in your calendar. It's called Civil War. It comes out in April of next year, and that's the spirit that Apostle Tahar named this year, the year of Jacob's trouble, the Lord's will. You know, because we're gonna start seeing them lay foundations to the chip. We're gonna start seeing foundations for the economic collapse, which, hey, any day now, this economy could literally collapse, man. You know, and it will happen because the scriptures say, suddenly should the sown places appear unsown. You know? So anyway, a couple of precepts here. Just from the brother Yasharallah Malakia 8:44. And it reads, Jeremiah 30:7, it says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. Why does it say it's great? Okay, because it's going to be mass destruction. Okay, it's going to be chaos on every square inch of this goddamn place, man. Like when we went outside and threw up the curses last night, only thing you hear was gunshots all around us. I mean, in a full circumference. I'm like, this is how it's going to be in Jacob's trouble, but even more intensified and adding screams on top of that, you know, because it's going to be like a fucking horror movie, man. All right. They make movies about it. The first Purge, the Forever Purge. What do you think the Purge movies was all about? It's all about that coming Jacob's trouble, man. All right. But and it reads here, it says it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it. Right. And who's going to be saved? The elect. Going back into Zechariah 13:8, the Lord is going to deliver the third through the fire. And that fire is not only nuclear fire physically, it's spiritual fire too. Wow. That's crazy. I don't know how that just happened, but it just came on. But that's the spirit. I said it in the radio came on. They never done that before. But yeah, also it's the spiritual fire too, going through the hell here. You know? So yeah, it's gonna get real bad. All right. Luke 17:26. It says, and it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the days of the Son of Man. Right? People gonna be giving in to marriage, drinking, partying, having babies, you know, turning up like it's 1999, you know, still in that mirth spirit. Because one thing I noticed about Jake, our people are always in that play spirit. Okay, they're never in a sincere spirit. They're never in a very tranquil spirit. They're always in the spirit of turn up. Like I was reading a Facebook post about a week and a half ago, and everybody was commenting on the movie Leave the World Behind, because found out that movie has went viral. It's global. They ranked that like the #1 movie in the world right now. All because the Israelites, mainly the men of the Great Millstone, has put the spirit of prophecy out there, which these talking heads now of these different talk groups like Dave Hodges, Alex Skull and Bone, Mr. Jonesy, you know that guy. A lot of other people, man, the red pill guys. Look, GMS put the spirit of prophecy in the world, man. And this is why you have all these movements now, because of what the prophets did. Okay? And that's a heavy thing. So that movie right now is #1 trending, because that's what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is getting to do. But anyway, back to the point. So what I was doing, I was reading the comments, and Jake was mad at the movie because it wasn't really, it was just like suspense. It wasn't like any type of action for real, you know? They was expecting to see some John Wick shit. Nah, this movie wasn't about that. It was showing you the mindset and how people are gonna be tapped in and not tapped into what's really happening. Okay, the dialogue alone between Mahershala Ali and his daughter alone shows you the level of intensity that this thing is gonna be, man. Okay, so you didn't need to hear no gunshots. Okay, the movie was left up for imagination in that aspect, because you're supposed to know by putting yourself in that time frame that, okay, things were gonna get bad. Okay, they just zoomed in on their story. But Jake was mad at the goddamn movie because it didn't have no chitty chitty bang bang in it, man. And I'm like, that's why niggas are always in a damn ditch somewhere. You know, smoking 24/7, drinking 24/7, playing video games, committing adultery, going out clubbing. You know, so it's definitely needed. We definitely need a purge here. All right. And it says here, and they did drink, they married wives, and they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered the ark. Okay? And it says, and the flood came and destroyed them all. And this flood is going to come in the form of martial law, chaos, civil war. Okay? It's going to be literally chaotic out here everywhere you go. The only thing you got in that day is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right? Because, hey, like I was telling the brothers last night, I said, look, none of us never dealt with a societal collapse as a whole. Okay? We're getting ready to go through a time that the governments are getting ready to fall. Okay? Systems are getting ready to crash. That's a whole different level of intensity. Okay? So it's going to literally be like the Wild Wild West out here, man. It's not going to be safe. You know, so hey, you brothers out there, you few sisters, man, prepare your mindset. Get in the spirit for real, because this is getting ready to get pretty bad. All right? And you don't want to get caught on the opposing side of the Lord. Because if you are, you will be put down. Okay? So just get in the right spirit, man. You know, I preach that to brothers all the time. This shit gonna get real. I had a little soft-ass vision of it 2 weeks ago, and it woke me up, and ain't nothing even happened yet. I'm like, holy shit, just the beginning of it was intense because of the fear on people. That shit woke me up. I had to pray. I'm like, God damn. Like, I've had way worse visions than that, but that one was different. That hit different. And the Most High didn't even take me through the whole vision. It just begun, you know? So, hey, it's gonna get scary. But, let me get my place back. Yep, it says, like also was in the days of Lot. It says they did eat, they drank, they brought, they sold, they planted, and they built it. And I love that precept, bro. This is the one in Luke. It's way more thorough than the one in Matthew's. But it says they planted, they built it. But the same day that Lot was out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone of heaven and destroyed them all. That's a heavy precept, man. Because they were literally like living just regular life, you know, doing what they do. Like the people here, everybody goes to work, you know, they go to work Monday through Friday. Then when they get off, they go to the club, go kick it, go spend their little hard-earned paychecks, get drunk and high and live like degenerates on the weekend just to repeat the shit next week. Okay, so all that shit gonna be going on. And then before you know it, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, he gonna pull a plug on this place, man. You know? Real civil war, that's right, bro. He says hopefully the real civil happens by then and we get to see it live in Babylon. Yeah, we definitely gonna see it live, bro. Hey, you got front row tickets to this movie, bro. You in the truth. You got VIP seats to this shit. You know, straight up. It's gonna be a real movie for real, because the Lord is gonna come through for us. Because you know, it's easy to kind of get like discouraged, like, you know how you pray for things and it seems all drawn out over a process. Well, you gotta tell yourself this. Like, do you really need for one thing, you have food and clothes. That's already a miracle, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The fact you're breathing, that's a miracle. Okay, but look at it in this aspect of it. You have clothes, you have shoes, you have a job, you have money, you have a vehicle. So the Lord doesn't necessarily have to be intervening in every step of your life outside of just the spirit with carnal things. But see, in this time, we're going to go without. And the balance is going to come in. So just like we're provided for now, he's going to literally provide for us every step of the way. Okay, there ain't going to be no second guessing like, oh, damn, what if we know? You're going to go that way. You're going to go that way. You're going to do that. And that's going to be there for you. It's already set up. So don't fret when you feel like blessings aren't coming in your lives now, because you got everything you need for real. The fuck you need the Lord to feed you? He's already fed you. You got food in your refrigerator, man. You know, you went to a cookout. You got food from the brothers. Like, that's the Most High. You know, and when we start putting things more in tribute into Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we'll begin to learn to appreciate the small things he's done, which are really mighty things, because really we should be dead, you know, just to put that out there. But definitely get in the spirit, you know. What is this? 2nd Esdras 16:40. It says here, "Oh, my people, hear my words, make you ready to the battle, thy battle," which this is going to be a spiritual battle, but it's going to turn physical as well. Okay? And it says here, "To thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth." Right. So as we're being pilgrims, we're going to literally move from place to place. You know, we're going to be here for a second. We're going to be there. And then, you know, the Lord may just have you camp out in like an undetectable bunker somewhere, man. Because I believe like all these people that's like stockpiling food and all that stuff, like in these big mansions outside of the city, you know, these billionaires of these little small cities, I believe that the Lord had them to prep for us, man. Okay, because for one thing, there's going to be a scarcity of food because they're going to ration everything off. Okay, they're going to want you to comply with certain mandates in order for you to get the things and the necessities you need. Toilet paper, okay, well, you need to have this. Water, you need to have that. Food, you need to have that. Okay, and you got to let us govern over you in our jurisdiction, which is their concentration camps. And most people are going to opt into those places out of fear and not having faith, man. That's why Yahweh Shai said, when I come on the earth that day, should I find faith? Because the faith is going to be through, okay? People ain't going to have faith. You're going to have men that know they're Israelites, and they're going to literally give up their faith in that day because they've been teaching some bullshit based on their leaders. You know, you're going to have that. You're going to have men in the IUIC, you know, they're going to be like, fuck this. You're going to have men from all camps going to walk away from this, man. Okay, even men in GMS going to say, nah, this is a little too much. I ain't think it was going to be like that. And they're going to bounce out. That's why this is all about the elect, man. You know, you're going to have a lot of women going to get scared. They're going to denounce Yahweh Shai. They're like, nah, I ain't fucking with this, man. I knew we talked about it, but damn, I ain't trying to get hit like that. You going to have that shit, man. You know, that's why it says in a lot of times, many should depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits. And we got to pray that we're not the ones that's going to fall out the faith, man. You got to hope like hell you of the elect, you know. But the Lord puts a special spirit in you for you to kind of believe it and know it, but still hope for it, you know, that humility. Etymology for pilgrim. And it says a person traveling to a holy place, okay? Patience to discharge some, the way of vows or religion's obligations. Seeking some miracle or spiritual benefit. Yep. Seeking a miracle and a spiritual benefit, which is the spiritual power, and also literally on the prowl from place to place. So pilgrim. So we're going to fit every criteria of the word pilgrim, you know. But anyway, brothers, that's pretty much it. I think the spirit want me to start running off at the mouth now. But giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone and rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Lord's will, you were edified into the next lesson. Shalom.